Hello and welcome to the show. It's Rose-Colored Classist, a topical comedy podcast. And I am shitting my pants right now like I just took a bunch of laxatives. Oh my God, Israel and the U.S. have attacked Iran. And honestly, thank God. No, I was starting to worry we weren't going to do it. I mean, come on. You don't bring out the Legos and not build a starship. And then take that starship and throw it against the wall so your parents can step on the pieces. Guys, you're going to bring out the pigskin, and what? You're not going to spike the ball into your brother's face? I mean, we brought out the toys. Gotta play. Us Americans brought out the toys. Gotta play. Hey, cost a lot to bring it out there. Okay, actually, it was cheaper to use it and fire them, use the munitions. It was actually cheaper than not doing it. Okay, yeah, the weight of all the bombs and fuel. I mean, come on, you think transporting them out there was expensive? Transporting them back, way more expensive. Okay, we think you can't afford to be out there now? We can't afford not to be out there. Crunch the numbers. You know I ain't lying. Thank God we attacked them. Thank God. No. Whew. Yeah, man, they talked shit to our girlfriend, Israel, and they got it. We're fucking kinky, baby. And we defended our lady. Yeah, man, it's episode 79. And please, like the show before you listen to it. Comment before you hear the context to it. Okay, subscribe. We're there. Yeah, I'm recording 1 a.m, studio apartment, Hollywood, California. My neighbors are gonna complain. Gonna get evicted, thank God. Move on with my life, and I am. Hey, March 27th, big stand-up comedy date. My name is Kyle Gridley, and I do comedy. Yeah, man, and we're gonna do a comedy podcast tonight, this morning. We're gonna talk about Donnie T and the great amount of courage he's showing in this moment. All right, well, we'll wrap up the show with Candace Owens. Thank God for her. And yeah, man, we'll just rant and rave about Epstein and aliens. That's the dig. And hey, man, perhaps we have some new viewers today. All right, I reposted a video on social media. They hearted it, shared it, followed it. Maybe you'll see some of this shit. Maybe. And hey, man, I'm a comedian. Sorry, I'm not anything else. And it's tough, man. The world is asking us to be very serious. And I'll tell you, I'm here to tell you, if you're out there, talking about these issues, what's important, society, government, and you do that, and you try and debate the facts, if you try and decide together whatever reality is, if you try and figure out if, things are better if that guy's dead or this guy's alive, who should be in charge, whether you should be in charge, all the specific facts and details, it's not what matters. All right, what matters is the principles you're upholding, the types and kinds of arguments you are going to participate in. All right, if you are out there trying to argue some specific detail about what happened or coulda, shoulda, woulda happened, that's the bad box. That's the bad place. Don't do that. Don't go there. That's where the conversation gets held and nothing ever really changes. And you don't even enjoy yourself. Fuck that, man. I don't want to sound so trite, coming on some, I don't want to, throw out some platitude, drag your ass all the way through another fucking podcast. Just give you something you've heard 1,000 times. Have myself climb down from plateau and say something stupid like you gotta talk outside the box. You gotta think outside the box. You can't say the things everyone else is saying. But hey, man, this shit's pretty obvious. All right, everyone is acting so dumb right now that I think, hey, maybe we should just state the obvious, reiterate it, and remind ourselves. Okay, you want to talk about topical issues, man? I'm sorry, most of that shit does not happen at a high intellectual level. Yeah, man, doing comedy, watching everyone, try and figure out this shit. Propaganda abound. Supposedly debunked statements trotted out once again like an old pony. Incomplete stories. bad retelling of past events. Okay? Just left out context. People, if you're going out there trying to win the argument, haha, good luck. Yeah, if you want to have detailed conversations about Iranian proxies, Hamas, Hezbollah, ballistic missile capacity, you want to go to someone and actually, come to a possible conclusion about what we should do about the United States munition reserves, I'll tell you, you will get bogged down like ground troops. All right, you are not going anywhere with that argument or with that type of detailed conversation. All right, yes, our stockpiles are low. That probably means we should build more. Am I right? Look, I mean, hey, just as a guy doing stand-up, playing with jokes and lies, and my heroes being these political people, Bill Hicks and Carlin and Pryor, always getting into fucking real shit, as they say. I just find it so clear and obvious that if you're trying to get into specifics with someone, dive into the details, it really, depends on who it is. And I don't know if you've noticed, but everyone in society right now is like beyond believability. Okay? No one is possibly believable. I share stories about my life. I am incredulous. All right? Everyone is so hard to believe. So hard to. The government especially. People in business particularly. If you're out there trying to have a well-brokered conversation, hey man, good luck with your appearance on Piers Morgan tonight. Maybe you too can meet the press. Yeah, good luck going on the shows, with John, and Tom, those pod save savants. They save America yet, those guys? No, you see these people trying to find rational, reasonable angles about why, these world events happen. The elites, the military, the nation state, they try to have an honest conversation about why they do what they fucking do. And hey, man, big waste. Big waste. Trying to figure out why we're attacking Iran. You're trying to figure that out? Hey, we are far beyond the geopolitical, the realpolitik. Okay, you're trying to find an actual logical, noble reason for these things happening. All right, not in a Machiavellian years. That's a joke. No, hey guys, no, you tell me. Why would the pizza loving, grape soda drinking, jerky John, all right, occultists decide to kill a bunch of people in a place? I don't know. I heard the planets were aligned. That's my guess. Yeah, I'm on the internet seeing that the planets are aligned the exact day they bomb Iran. Bring up a picture of this shit. Beautiful. This picture is supposedly a real picture. Okay, and hey man, it's just a coincidence they killed a bunch of school children. Possible bad guys. Probably some good guys. Maybe even, morally neutral guys. Right when the planets aligned. Yeah, the Israel and the United States, we lined up these guys like planets. No, I love a coincidence, especially right now. Just love it. Can't even handle it. God, no. I'm up on the news. This is a topical news comedy podcast. I read the shit, and Israel is out there talking about how, they made this attack happen on the 11th day of the 9th month of the Muslim calendar. It's right next to some fucking holiday where the Jews killed a bunch of Persians. We have fucking, our ambassador Mike Huckabee, just living for the apocalypse out there. Holy shit. Why did we attack Iran? Yeah. Well, all the Shiite Muslims, they had to go. They were wrong about God. They would stop Jesus Christ. They deserved it. But hey man, I'm only Sunni, so. Yeah, no, I'm a Sunni Muslim, and the planets were aligned, and that's why we needed to erase Iran. God, what a time to live in, right? What a time to live in. Yeah, you could at least, in the past, you could have looked at these people with the, religious fundamentalism and at least, call them retarded. Say they were just dumb and wrong. But now, a few Epstein files and UFO disclosures later, I think planetary alignment is probably the only reasonable justification for war at this point. It's probably the only reasonable one. Why did you murder those people? Oh, the planets were aligned? Well, hard to argue with that. Hard to argue with that. Yeah, destruction. It's also weird. I'm just trying to talk to people about this. I feel like, if you really want to get through to someone, if you really want to make an impact on someone's life, just avoid the details and strike a tone. All right? Talk perspective, attitude, emotion. Okay? You give me details, I will rip you apart. There is no details to share. There's no information to give. All right? If I don't trust you, all right? And you shouldn't trust anybody, by the way. Comedy over. I'm not even joking right now. All right? If I don't trust you, there's no information you could give to me to change my mind. Okay? And I'm losing my mind. Christ. Oh, what last night? I'm doing this late, but Trump, he comes out there last night, 2 a.m. He gives a speech. Trump, he gives a speech at 2 a.m. And even if we took that shit seriously, even if we were taking him seriously, which we can't, it's absolutely ridiculous. He's the president talking to us at 2 a.m. We're tired, bud. We're sleeping. America is sleeping. Clearly. Why would it go down like that? Yeah, Trump. I don't have to show you the clip. We've all seen the fucking clip. Go check out your favorite fucking podcast. Watch the clip with them. But Trump, he goes, we're doing it for U.S. interests. And, is anyone supposed to take that seriously? Has anyone asked him if he's doing it in the interest of a Babylonian owl god? Because that's where most of us are at. Yeah, because, you tell me we're bombing around, for the interest of the American people, and, hey, doesn't add up to me. Doesn't make sense to me. Risk reward, I don't agree. But then you tell me we're attacking Iran so we can have the best pizza party ever. We're attacking Iran to get all the jerky out there. Then hey, things are ringing true for me anyway. Gosh, I do want to talk about that speech Trump gave last night. Him fucking truthing live. And again, if you haven't seen that clip, go watch the speech yourself. Every podcast is going to play it for you anyway. Turn on the breaking points. Turn on the PBD, Dave Smith. Everybody playing the clips of the Donnie T with that speech last night. I don't need to cut it in for you. Okay? Yeah, just all the disconnected bullshit. What did Trump say? He said that he's telling the Iranian people, he goes, take over your government. It'll be yours to take. That's the quote. Yeah, man, the government, it'll just be there. Just move the rubble. Move the rubble and the rocks. The government, it'll be right there for you. Might need a crane. Might need a crane to find the government underneath all the fucking dead bodies. The government, it'll be right there for you. No, not you. No, not you. We know who you are. But who else? Who? Who? The people. Who? The people. Whoever they are. Whoever the people are. You know who it is. You know who the people are. You're the people. If you're the people, you would know who the people are. God, what does that even mean, Trump? What is it? What are you asking these people to do? Aren't Mossad and the CIA and all the fucking people in there anyway? Who's supposed to believe that? Who's supposed to believe that? Trump, he tells the people in the government, the people fighting him, he goes, lay down your arms and we will give you total immunity. Otherwise, death. But which are, hell of a few options. But, you're giving them immunity? After we prove how not immune they are? They're so immune, we're going to kill them. But immunity? From what? Like all those things they did that we're killing them for in the first place? Hey, you'll be immune from the thing you're doing in Iran. What's that thing you're doing? You're existing. All right, you'll be immune from existing if you don't take the immunity. I think that's the message. Yeah, give up your arms. You'll be immune. You can go hang out somewhere. Palestine seems cool. No, you can go anywhere, dude. You work for the Ayatollah. You shot people. You did the stuff with the guns. Go be immune. Go somewhere else. The Hague sounds nice. No. Hey. You'll be at the Hague. Former Iranian guard. Maybe, if you're lucky, you'll eventually room with Bibi. No, that's crazy. What an insane joke. Yeah. What are you going to give immunity? Are they going to go hang out on a yacht? They're going to go hang out on a yacht. They're going to go through the Strait of Hormuz, right over to the Venezuelan Ocean, get blown up. Okay, yeah, these can't be the options. What are they doing? No, it makes no sense. All right, the only way you can make it make sense is he's doing it because he loves pizza so much. Just had to get a grape soda right now. Bomb Iran, go get grape soda. Jesus. Oof. Why did we have to do it 47 years? I mean, I play the Bomb Iran song. Okay, 1980. Fucking taking forever. This thing is taking forever. Were we always going to do it? I thought we were waiting for something. Weren't we waiting, for at least, AI to figure this out? All right, didn't we want to wait for AI to come around and figure out what to do with Iran? Were they the ones to tell us to bomb Iran? Did OpenAI and Microsoft and Gemini and Grok, did they all go to the U.S. government and go, you have to bomb them. You have to bomb them. I'm a chatbot. Voiced by 11 Labs. Voiced by 9/11 Labs. You're going to have to bomb Iran right now. Yeah, every AI except Anthropic's. Gosh, yeah, just bomb them. Come on, they're an AI. You thought they wouldn't say to bomb them? That's why they're us. We made them. But man, what's gonna happen next? The vote coming up on Tuesday. Gonna release this on a Monday, maybe. Yeah, the War Powers Congress. I talked real good about Congress last podcast. I really did, and man. We're going to have a War Powers Act, and the powers want war. The Constitution. What about it? Never even heard of it. Congress, I thought again, I say this over and over again, but I thought Congress were the people to do the war stuff. I mean, can't they do that? I mean, they're all shills. They would have voted to do it, right? They're going to vote to do it. What's the point of making the president do this shit? All right, yes, the government's wholly corrupt. We know it. Okay, could you at least operate it how it's supposed to be? Yes, every one of our representatives is corrupt. Cool, got it. Can you still, then why are you doing it the weird way? Just vote to do it. It's not that hard. Just make us, give us the right breads and circus, baby. Fuck. Yeah, these shills in Congress. To talk about one of the greatest shills of all time. Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham, baby. We're going to play him. Oh, man, yeah, March 1st, yesterday, he met the press. He finally met him, and I listened to it. Yeah, I do still follow Meet the Press on Spotify, so sometimes it just autoplays, because on Sunday, it's a pretty light podcast day, actually, if you're in the market. Not many podcasts get released on Sunday. I wish I could, keep to a schedule and get that done. But yeah, man, I heard Lindsey Graham, 10:30 p.m., and please, with me, watch this gay robot speak. It is ridiculous.
Here's what I can say the headline is for me Sunday. The mothership of terrorism is sinking. The captain is dead. The largest state sponsor of terrorism, Iran, is close to collapsing. The leader of the largest state sponsor of terrorism and his inner team are dead. The mothership that fuels the proxies is in sinking mode. The goal of this operation is to change the threat, not the regime. They will not have the capability to be the largest state sponsor of terrorism, whether it's a cleric or a group of representative of the country where there's an election. It doesn't matter right now. Iran in the future will no longer be the largest state sponsor of terrorism. They cannot rain terror on the region. They cannot commit mass murder. That's the goal of this operation. Again, the mothership of terrorism is sinking. The captain is dead. Well done, President Trump. It's been the policy of this country for decades to eliminate this regime. President Trump did it. Admiral Cooper came up with a military plan that's unbelievable. We're not done yet, but when it is done, Iran will no longer be capable of being the largest state sponsor of terrorism. That is the goal, and that goal will be achieved.
Oh my God, this gay robot with the dumb fuck repetitive messages. Holy shit, who is writing this for him? Oh my God, they fire them. He's out there going, yeah, the mothership, the Capitan is dead. He's dead. I killed him. Yeah. Send Lindsey Graham back to the fucking mothership. He needs recalibrating. That captain. The terrorism. The state terrorism. Swear to God, this fucking reptilian clone. I'll call him a gay robot. I'll do that. But fucking, before they made him into a gay robot, he was a reptilian clone. All right, before that, he was the waiter at every Applebee's I've ever been to. I swear, Lindsay, I heard you got to repeat the message for people to really believe you. But I think you're overdoing it. You don't think you're overdoing it? Swear to God, Lindsey Graham, about the fucking motherfucking tap dance right there. Start doing the robot. I mean, the Iran war, is from the 80s. So why can't Lindsey Graham dance like it? Really, the writer, the speech writer, buddy, the mothership? The mothership. Why are you saying mothership? Is this more of that like pizza grape soda talk? Is this code for, worshiping the occult and the aliens? Maybe just calling the Ayatollah captain just gets Lindsey Graham off, Captain. Oh, that captain's dead. That's my fantasy. My fantasy of that captain being dead. Yeah. I swear. My Dalmatian's name is Captain. I named my dog Captain. Is Lindsey Graham a furry? Possibility. Total possibility. Watching this guy talk, people are yapping about him. Dave Smith just played another part of this clip where he tries to take him seriously, which, bless you, poor boy. But you do wonder at the end of the day, like, who is Lindsey Graham speaking for? Really? Like, you think he's speaking for the people of South Carolina? The companies even in South Carolina? Like, what a representative. And I hate to remind Lindsey, but that's what the job is. Representing. I mean, I watched that clip, Lindsey, and you're being yourself, bud, and that ain't the task. I mean, the job is to do what we ask in the government, fulfill promises, not just, get elected and doing the fucking complete opposite. What kind of campaign did Lindsey run last time? Seriously, what kind of system is this even? All right? I mean, we're just asking ourselves at this point, whoever Lindsey is, supposedly representing, like, is that who America really is? Is he Lindsey Graham really on the inside? One of the guys? He's talking about continuating policies, but from whom? But from whom? Yeah, talking about Trump, too. They're little best buds now. Can't even handle it. I've said it before. You watch Trump do this again, and yeah, it's no new war Trump because, we're just doing the same ones over and over and over again, okay? Trump did not start a new war. We've been doing this one. This one's been going on for a while, okay? And he's fulfilling the dream, okay? Yeah, we've been talking about Iran ever since my balls dropped. All right, since his balls dropped. Okay, my balls really did drop, I swear. You can't handle Trump doing this. Yeah, he's betraying everybody. Is he? He's not betraying me, man. I never made a deal in the first place. All right, and I actually, trying to get a handle on Trump's state of mind, which is, I've been obsessing about this since 2016. Like, what the fuck is going on in this guy's head? Unimaginable. This is why he's such a deft actor. Perfect for the movement. What an actor, really. Obviously, he's just doing things that aren't his own idea. It's not. Is it his idea to bomb Iran? You really think that? Ask Lindsey Graham whose idea it is. Okay, and I saw this part of the State of the Union speech, or as I call it, the State of the Doomian. That's pretty funny, isn't it? Doomian. Get the joke in. And it's so long ago at this point. I can't believe he bombed Iran after the State of the Union. What a switch! Could have talked about it a little bit more, huh? Could you have mentioned Americans maybe dying then? Maybe? I mean, you celebrated enough of them. Yeah, we'll just wait for the next one. I'm sure they'll get a shout out. All the wonderful soldiers that died for... yeah, he'll come up with it later. Okay, and yeah, this clip, though, I really thought just summed up how Trump conceptualizes the American people. All right, what he thinks of us, especially in comparison to him. So, if you didn't watch the State of the Union, okay, I'll tell you, and I tell you to watch this podcast on 2x speed. You can watch anything on 2x speed. So, go ahead, play Donnie T. Play him fast. But we'll enjoy this one. Let's see what Donnie's really about, huh?
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, 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 you're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever.
Sick impression, Donnie. Fucking Trump. Love the act. Love the act, buddy. I swear. And again, if you watch it, the State of the Union, it was like a goddamn awards show. Like some fucking celebrity award show, like the BAFTAs. All right, someone was saying the N-word in that crowd. Could be anyone in Congress, honestly. Left or right. Probably Hakeem Jeffries. Probably. Can Somalian girls say the N-word? Is that possible? No. Gosh, Donnie T, going back to the act. The greatest comedian to ever live. Hitting the oldies. Going back to old reliable. Like when Jerry Seinfeld put out that special where he buried all his old bits. And then the next special did those same jokes. Brother is doing the hits, okay? I mean, half his fucking speech deserved rim shots, for Christ's sake. All right? The bits, the hunks, the chunks. This guy doing characters. Doing characters. And obviously, if you've been paying attention to Donnie, this is, he's done this riff before. But this time his delivery, just a little bit off, huh? Just a little bit off. At the beginning, he goes, people are asking me. But then he tells us what we're saying, does the impression, but there was no question. I think the part of the bit he's supposed to say at the end is, what do we do with all this winning? Winning. God, he's like fucking 3 Charlie Sheens ago. Talking about winning like this. I mean, which Charlie Sheen was the pedophile? Because that's maybe what the one Donnie is right now. Gosh, but here's my point. Whatever this impression is, whatever this fucking rib or joke is, this is what Donnie thinks of his supporter and what his supporter would do. All right? They're fucking begging him. All right, this little skit he's laying out. What's the situation? The American people, the voters, were begging him to stop winning? And he's out there playing like a doting father, like he's spoiling us. Oh, no, you'll win more. You'll win more. Just fucking the desperation of whatever fucking act out this is. All right, hey, man, I don't want to win. I never win. I'm a big baby. Trumpy, help me. I'm winning now. I'm a baby. Mama. I'm sarcastically whining to the president about winning. What is this? Donnie, we're not a bunch of cucks. Okay, all right. We're not a bunch of fucking queers trying to suck. We're not gonna beg you. We're not begging for nothing. What the fuck? All right, he's treating us like we're trying to suckle on Donnie T's tit. What is this like contemptible conception of whoever people are actually on his side? I mean, does anyone here want to beg the president? Get on your knees and beg him? I mean, probably what his staff does, his cabinet does, what he does to the Adelson family. Okay, but that's not what American people do. All right, it's a deal. That's why we wanted to make a deal, not beg you about winning. God, I mean, this is that kind of attitude. This is like like he's some French fucking king. What is this? Talking to his lowly subjects. At least, when those commies funded the No Kings protest, I see this attitude and I get it a little bit. Petulant attitude. Okay, begging me, beg me. This is not any type of attitude an American actually has towards any leader. Okay, we're not out there, begging and pleading for some benevolent giver. Okay, who just stands above us, talking about how he's such a great guy, doing so much for me. This is, Donnie T shows no humility at all, and that's one thing. But then he puts us in a position where, we're humiliating ourselves. I mean, what is this like? What kind of what charitable interpretation of this bit is there? Is it even funny? I mean, he's out there being so illustrative, doing an act out. I mean, he's a performer. He really is an actor. I think I saw him do some musical theater. He's dressed up like a fucking farmer, singing to everybody. All right? Yeah, and what he does, obviously, is emotionally activating. This is what I talked about earlier, all right? And I guess that's why it works, but fuck, dude. Whatever way he is defining himself in this quirky hunk, okay? This little skit he's brought out for us, it's unpalatable and wrong, okay? It's definitely wrong. No Americans are begging, all right? If anything, Americans are stoic while appreciative. All right, we are not yippy, powerless children. That's not true. No matter what the left makes you think. Okay, yeah, being a yippy, powerless child. Maybe Donnie would know what that's like. He's had them in his hands before, in the files. God, no, Jesus. I mean, again, any kind of statement from any of these people, all right, that is not like either admitting their outright, occultism and depravity and sadism. It's just, what are we doing with it? Yeah, Donnie, the only words I want to hear from you about the Epstein files, what the fuck was happening there? I mean, really. And this brings me to our fair lady, our fair-skinned lady, Queen Bitch, Candace. Yeah, and I don't know, I'll tell you that the same people who bombed Iran and are supporting whatever's going on out there are the same people attacking Candace Owens. Isn't that strange? Yeah, man, they went after her this week amongst the many things that have happened. And I noticed it because, as part of my, desperate interest in libertarianism, I have a new guy I listen to. I forget his name. He has a podcast. It's called Liberty Lockdown. And I listen to it. It's almost as badly produced as my podcast, which is impressive. Yeah, and I'd like to play them. I like to at least illustrate, what was going on with Candace, fucking, how, to what extremes the internet's going to nowadays. And I really want to play this guy because he is ugly. And I think even uglier than I am. And I do want to feel better about myself in whatever limited way. So I'm going to play this guy. He's terrifying on camera, but he'll educate you.
The work that Candace Owens is doing. Let's just go through some of these attack ads. Graham Allen says that he's convinced Candace Owens is a demon. I'm not so sure if Candace Owens is merely a demon. I think the devil gave her blah, blah, blah. Steve D says what Candace Owens is doing is the most wicked and satanic thing that has ever come from the online right. Cat Turd says, just so you know, Candace Owens is pure evil. She's a demon straight from the bowels of hell. Natalie Jean, I don't know. Candace Owens is a demon from the pit of hell. On Hanshanity, Candace Owens is a genuine demon. Gunther Engelman, whether you are a Candace fan or not, this is evil. And of course, James Lindsay piles on saying Candace is evil. So I think that there might be a talking point that's been released. Call me crazy. But when everybody starts calling her an evil demon, demonish, evil demon, evil. I think there might be a talking point that went out.
All right, that's Liberty Lockdown. Make sure to only listen to it. That guy, yikes. Ugh, ugly. Am I putting on a show at least visually? He does good. He puts up a lot of other media other than his face. Isn't that nice? Yeah, he actually had that email. He didn't describe it too well. He actually typed on the screen, if you could see. But basically, the idea is that, there are a bunch of influencers out there, and they, are willing to say certain things for money, and they all get an email, and they all have to use specific wording, okay? And they get paid for it. All right, you can get paid to talk shit about Candace Owens. Why they do that? What a mystery. But think of the financial opportunity. Honestly, I kind of got to take it. No, I'm broke. This podcast is going nowhere. I got to do it. All right, I got to do one of those little selfie videos. Okay, think the ones that are great for the algorithm. And I call her a demon. I'm gonna do it for the cash. Call her demonic. Is that even working? Is that gonna work? What if we just called her a cunt? Can that work? Can I get paid for that? All right. Can I submit that? I mean, what? We're really having to call her a demon to get this money? I mean, what about a faggot? Can I call her a faggot? Candace Owens is a huge fag. Don't listen to her. No, gotta call her a demon. This is... Yeah, talking about it, I mean, whatever Candace is on, then she has like an opposing force out there, and they're paying people to call her, attack her in some religious aspect and angle. Really, so odd. And why are they doing that? Obviously, again, I don't know if you're paying attention to all of it, but Candace, she started a new series. And I don't know about you, but I feel like we need some topical comedy. So, I'm going to talk about it. Give you some options on how to speak about it. All right. The show, one of my main purposes for this show is to translate Candace Owens into pothead, into incel pothead. Okay. Give it to the comedy crowd. Take Candace Owens, give it to the comedy crowd. I mean, when everything in the world has value by finding humor in it, it's really easy to watch Candace Owens. Okay, yes, I defend every word she says with the fervor and veracity of a true believer, but that's my personal thing. Okay, but I believe in a job. I believe that this is a comedy podcast, and we got to stay in my lane. So, I mean, I want to have fun. I want to have fun. I'll watch Candace. I'll watch her. Yes, I do believe her. But separate. I mean, you're not picking a side by listening to Candace Owens, all right? I mean, evidently through this little, play to pay program they got going, they're attacking Candace because she's destroying the conservative movement, trying to take the evangelicals and turn it against her, which is maybe why they're only using the demon language, because that obviously would not work on me. I mean, I believe in aliens. If you call them alien demons, then we're going. Okay? And the reason, while we're all paying attention to her now, and even, her podcast, she says it, left, right, political spectrum, everywhere. She's got a guy like me. Couldn't even believe it. I'm racist. Anyway, you just got to understand about her. Maybe racists would love her because of what she did to BLM. Because, yeah, she destroys leftist democratic movements. She's destroying the conservative movement. I mean, if you're noticing, it seems like she's destroying all the movements started by satanic oligarchical pizza lovers. The SOPs, acronyms. The acronym's still good. I'm trying to exchange pedophile for pizza lover. For the algorithm. Trying to say pedophile a lot less. Am I still doing it? Okay. No, I'm just we're on it. I mean, Candace, you worried about her? You can listen to her. You have nothing to be worried about. All right, she's not stopping anything. Okay? She's not stopping anybody. Okay, you can tell they bombed Iran. Candace didn't stop it. Tucker didn't stop it. No one's stopping it. All right? You can't stop people from dropping bombs. The pilots love it so much. The pilots love dropping the bombs. They're the ones who really want to do it. Okay? You can say everything about the planets being aligned and them all being occultists. Really, it's the pilots. Those guys, they'll find a way. All right? The whole government is just doing stuff because the pilots really want to fly the planes. Okay? And you think Candace is going to stop pilots from dropping bombs? Not a chance. This is why they're allowing her to keep doing it. And look, man, you think she's going to stop war? I don't even think she has the time. She's busy. I mean, I'm about to play you a clip, and you think she's deep in it. You want to see what she's on about? It's fun. It's a lot of fun. You want to take Candace seriously? I mean, no, watch this clip. It's so much fun.
Erica feels so deeply attached to her Scandinavian roots that in 2019, she moved to begin the process of obtaining her dual citizenship. She posted this herself, where she is, dual citizenship commenced. Okay. Maybe you're thinking logically, well, she loves her grandpa. I had a fantastic grandpa, I get that. I should mention she comes from a very long line of the Swedish Freemasons. She definitively was close to her grandfather. We know this because she posts about him many, many times over the years, referring to him affectionately as her morfar. Saw this over and over again. You'll just see posts of him on how much she loves him. She even mentioned her grandmother there. That's his wife, Elaine. And she says, she's my angel in heaven, but I usually call her Mormor. So that's her morfar and her mormor. I'll show you another post, just her grandfather, where she's going to talk about reflecting upon losing him in 2016. She's posting this, and she, again, is going to address him as her morfar. This appears to be another wrinkle. You see, I received a flurry of emails from our fans in Sweden about this particular post, and they did not like this post. And what they told me about it, they didn't like about it, made me reconsider things. Now, I'm paraphrasing, but they said, Candace, Erica is referring to her grandfather as her morfar. I was like, okay. So I looked it up. It means grandfather in Swedish. Like maybe she doesn't, but it's cute. Okay. Maybe she's not fluent, but it's cute. And then they explained it to me a little further. They said, no, Candace, the Swedish language is quite literal here. Morfar quite literally translates into mother's father, morfar. And farfar quite literally translates into father's father. We have different words for these things. These have entirely different meanings. You would never call your father's mother your morfar. You would never call, that's what she's doing. She's calling him her morfar. That is Erica's farfar. If Kent is her father's father is her farfar. She said, the woman emailed this, she said, no Swedish grandfather would ever allow you to refer to him as morfar if he was not actually your morfar, okay? If he was your farfar, he'd say, very cute, I'm your farfar, let's get that straight. This would be something akin to being someone's grandfather and allowing them to call you uncle. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Words have meaning.
Woo, that was fun. It was fun like a water slide, okay? What a journey. Got to take a minute to step out, though, right? We just landed in the pool, swam out going, ooh, should I get back in line? Oh, man, we got to take that riding, everyone. Take a breath. We dove deep. See, this is what this lady is fucking on about. You're going to take her seriously? I mean, I do, but are you? That seems crazy. No, I mean, come on. These people, they're attacking Candace for what? For what? She's wasting her time with Swedish words. This is, no, it's super important. Let's get back into it. We got to dive in. This is a whole series she's doing. And I believe it. I do. I know I have this tone of voice that sounds really sarcastic, but it's not. It's not. Okay, but let's admit that these details and facts she is on about, I mean, I think we're just gonna have to just take her on her genuine spirit. I trust her as much as you can anybody, right? Come on, more Candace, more. More far. more.
Which brings us to a point where we should introduce you to the family tree so you can just kind of see what's going on here, because this more far scandal troubles me deeply. Is Erica lying? Is she mistaking? Is she making a mistake at all? Or is she accidentally actually trying to tell us the truth? Let's take a look at some other interesting tidbits. On March 21st of 2019, Erica visits with Charlie, she's in Jerusalem with Charlie, what is known as Zion's Gate in Jerusalem. She posts a picture with a pretty curious caption. It reads in part, meet Darla, a Romanian Jew that now calls Israel home. She was sitting by my family's dedication sign for restoring the Zion Gate in Jerusalem. Oh. What? Why is Erica describing the Zion's Gate as her family's dedication? Speaking of which, why does her one-time roommate, Nicole Rothstein, allege that half of their family, referring to her and Erica's family, is Jewish? Doesn't make sense. She also claimed that after Charlie's assassination, that Erica, she was online going back and forth with people, that Erica was her best friend and her cousin. Nicole Rothstein said this. Now, I want to be clear, the Rothstein family, the Zion's Gate is their dedication. Nicole wouldn't be lying if she posted that it was her family's dedication, but Erica? Also, how did Erica and Nicole Rothstein get so close? Remember, Erica presents that she was raised by a single mother on the Lebanese side. If Erica is telling the truth about her paternity, then Nicole Rothstein, I want you to understand who this would be to her. Nicole Rothstein, it's going to sound ridiculous, but this is the reality, if Erica's telling the truth. Nicole Rothstein would be Erica's father's, sister's, husband's, previous wife's daughter's daughter. In other words, zero blood relation, not even kind of related, kind of crazy. You would even call each other cousins. People do that. It's cool. It's my cousin. It's my cousin. Okay, cool. Erica goes a little further, though. Erica also posted a lovely tribute to Alan Rothstein, Nicole's father, online. She calls him Uncle. Uncle? Whoa. If Erica's telling the truth about who her parents are, to Erica, that would be her father's sister's husband's previous wife's daughter's husband. Suffice it to say, again, absolutely zero blood relation, and yet Erica is extraordinarily close to him as well. Now, we can show you on the family chart just how removed this is. It's insane. This has nothing to do with Erica Franzwe. Again, how did she get so close to these people? Why is she referring to them as her family and declaring that Zion's Gate, which is actually their family's dedication, which has nothing to do with her aunt Carla, that is Jack Solomon's dedication. Carla wasn't even married to Jack until 2002. She just jumped in and was like, this is my whole family and my family's dedication. No. But if Carla, her mother's father, if her mother was Carla, actually it would all make sense.
All right, it's like that bit in Spaceballs. Yeah, she's the roommate. Okay, this is what? The movie Chinatown? What is going on here? Hey, Candace. Talking, at this specific minute, again, if you're not getting what she's getting at, if you're not understanding what she's saying, number one, don't blame you. Number two, here it is. Erica Kirk is part of a satanic bloodline who latched themselves onto Charlie Kirk, the warrior of Christ, and, with Satan on all sides of him. All he had was his God. And Candace, turns out. But let's not talk about Catholicism. All right, hey, let me lay it out. This is what we're getting at. What Candace has gotten us to. And hey, man, if you haven't been watching or listening to the show since, let's just even say September of last year, I understand this is hard. This is bananas. Are we supposed to believe it? I just believe in Candace's spirit at this point. Whatever relevant facts are true, I think we're all willing to believe anything. We're all willing to believe nothing. Okay? But we gotta have a conversation about it. We gotta. All right, and I want to lay it out. I want to get you all the way there. But first, okay, if I'm even going to attempt this, all right, we have to understand that, when you're talking all fucking wackadoo, all right, you're going off, going deep, all the way to the end. If, you're trying to go and explain yourself to others, you gotta think about and find a level to talk to these people at. You have to decide on a prior context that you should be making all of your points off of. Okay, this is what I was trying to say at the beginning. You can try and talk to someone, but you gotta agree about the, assumptions and presupposed facts to get anywhere. All right? Like if I were to tell you my true beliefs, all right, what I really think is going on in the world. Okay? Whatever story I lay out there, we have to have a mutual starting point together. Okay? You gotta agree with me somewhere so we can move forward. All right? Like if I were to say to you, tell you my true beliefs, okay, that the whole world is run by the Epstein class, who are militaristic, rich, inbred royalty, okay, and they sacrifice children to practically omnipotent, interdimensional, ancient alien space gods for temporal power in this world, okay, and those entities that I just spoke of are the same things that we know about from ancient religion and current UFO sightings. And they give us technology so we can build a portal to evil dimensions. Okay? If I were to do that, okay, if I were to do that and you wanted to respond accurately and effectively, respond to my actual serious beliefs, we are going to have to agree about the definitions and possible evidence about the things I'm asserting. All right? Like, just to break it down, you'd have to agree with me about the existence of Epstein and his associates working inside of a super government. You'd have to agree that they're all sex freaks who are often surprisingly, related or have weird hidden backstories. Okay, you'd have to agree that not only are they abusing children, but they're killing them. And not only killing them, but sacrificing them to some occult religion. And not just any occult religion, but a real one. A one that's true. A real religion. Okay, and their religion are likely the same entities that we understand as our former gods and current anomalous phenomena. And human beings, we interface with these entities in unfathomable ways. And they give us knowledge and inspiration, talents and gifts. And sometimes those entities are evil. And those are the guys who work with Erica Kirk. and they probably invented the iPhone or something like that. Okay? So, like, hey, we could have a conversation. We could have a conversation about that. We could have a conversation about Erica Kirk. Okay? But we got to have it after we agree on the things that we could. Okay, and I hope you agree on everything. And honestly, if you don't, I might be mad. All right? So, in the same way, you listen to Candace. She's laid out a whole thing. And you got to decide which ones you believe in, which ones you don't, which ones you think are even, worth a talk. I mean, you make assumptions about who Erica Kirk is, who killed Charlie. What are all the facts you agree with? Okay, because I could say something about that, like, hey, Charlie Kirk was assassinated by secret parts of the government / military who are tied up in organized crime and religion. And obviously, people in the Epstein class. And he was assassinated because he wouldn't play ball. And they use various companies and charities to money launder and commit fraud, steal tax money. And Turning Point has a business structure that is surprisingly configured to participate in that activity and those crimes. And there are people out there investigating them and finding facts to support that idea. And Charlie, likely, with some text and witness statements concerning his frame of mind at the time, seems to back that up. And he perhaps started to notice that his company was being used in this fucked up way, being run by particular people. And, how it got that way, if it did, allegedly, is directly tied to Erica Kirk and Tyler Boyer and other important Turning Point C-suite members. And Charlie being assassinated was probably instigated by those people. If I were to say something like that, I mean, where do you want to agree? Where do you want to do it? This is what Candace is saying to all of us. How many things do you want to agree with? Because the whole picture, troubling. I mean, come on. It's also true. Isn't it also true? I'm having a personal moment here. I'm not being funny anymore. I wasn't even being funny before that. Okay? Maybe a little bit sarcastic, but really, no. Obviously, Charlie killed by Jeffrey Epstein. Seems obvious, all right? And all those guys, all those guys, they're same as Jeffrey. Everybody who knows him, all right? Israel as a whole government, probably. Everybody knew about him. I mean, think about it, all right? He was so oppositional to attacking Iran, okay? And he was absolutely changing his opinion about Israel. And I don't know if you've heard, but Israel has a little bit of a connection to Jeffrey Epstein. And of course, we have that FBI fucking Barney Fife investigation with all these stupid details like the bullet and the wound and the hospitals and the security and the detail and even like the location and timing of it in the first place. All right, you could throw Egyptian planes in there. You can throw fucking, the Israeli phones being pinged by cell towers. Whatever Candace is talking about, the car rentals. Okay, and, you want to agree with all that? I mean, we're not done. We're not even done. Okay? You want to agree that Turning Point is a money laundering operation? Okay, and what supports that? I mean, you look at the first incredible, turnaround that they had after they fucking shot the leader. All right, the company plans the funeral, runs away with Amfest, taking all the money, getting all the fucking money they possibly could. Okay, and then you look at organizations in the past. Candace highlighted this South Korean company, this religious company that was used to money launder all the things that they did in Iran-Contra. Okay, and then Turning Point has all these like weird places where they're depositing millions and millions of dollars. There's these fucking, investigative influencers. They're getting cease and desist order from Turning Point because they, told everybody that they put $8 million in a P.O. box. And then you go around with all these investigations Candace is doing into the people who Charlie surrounded himself with. All right, you got fucking Tyler and their little pastor person, Rob. You got the fucking Turning Point faith boys running around. And then you bring up Erica Kirk and this particular clip. I mean, this person, who is she? I mean, she has some weird, Scandinavian Lebanese lineage. If you listen to the rest of the episode, all right, she has some kind of odd organized crime casino lineage. Her mommy's in the military. I mean, where have we heard these connections before? Something Epstein files, okay? And here I am. I'm going, what level do you want to have this conversation at? I can see why maybe we should just be ignoring all of it. This sounds demonic, okay? It is demonic trying to couch this all up in your head. I wonder why. Maybe because the people who are doing it are demons, okay? Because you look at the whole picture. I mean, Erica Kirk may be part of one of the 13 bloodlines that occult investigators love talking about. I don't know what your Instagram feed is like, but I get tons and tons of videos about how 13 bloodlines rule the world. And they fight each other Game of Thrones style. I mean, you want to talk details? You want to talk facts? Okay, let me ask, how's my tone right now? Do I sound believable? Yeah, man, I've shared the details. Did we get anywhere? Anybody? Bringing it full circle, man. I mean, who is so fucked out there? Who in the fuck is anybody? Who in the fuck am I? Swear to God, how can you possibly trust anybody? I mean, you look at it here in America. I mean, does anybody want to talk again about how the military and the CIA fucking were doing experiments like crazy? All right, they're obviously training children. I mean, we know they're doing bad things to children in the first place. Okay, they're obviously training them up, fucking them up, putting them in the media and the politics. I mean, it's clear to me that even Charlie and the lady Erica, they're all part of it. I mean, so maybe some of them are on our side or whatever, but I mean, this is what they do. This is what they did. They have I swear, there's some fucking incestuous, stupid bloodline out there. Okay, they're the crazy occult that everyone always yaps on about. This is what Candace is really trying to get at. Okay, and they have these little games that they play. They go find, some cool warrior. All right, you have some incestuous hot blonde fuck some kids out of them. Okay, and when the time is right, they cash in. Coalesce power. I mean, hey, bud. I swear, just because of Candace being serious, Erica Kirk and her family are totally CI fucking A. Watch her series. All right, they're all CIA, and the CIA are controlled by Satanist, oligarchical pizza lovers. All right, I mean, hey, I should even start calling them incestuous or something. I mean, I really don't want to ruin my acronym, but I guess I'll just hope out that some of them aren't, or at least most of them. But Erica got me on that one. Got me totally thinking she's CIA. I actually saw something else. I connected a few dots myself. Yeah, I watched these two clips. It's Erica recounting something her aunt said, who, this clip, it's almost forever ago I showed it. But, she details her aunt. And so I have Erica quoting her aunt, and then I have that John CIA whistleblower Kariaku guy telling you something that he heard in the CIA. And, I did send in the tip to more tips at Candace.owens.com, but I want you to see it too. So please just find out that Erica's aunt is a total spook.
At the CIA on our very first day, they told us not to ever say or do anything that we would be ashamed to see on the front page of the Washington Post.
My aunt used to tell me, never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper.
Come on, what more proof do you need? What more proof do you need? Get out of here. It's so clear. So obvious. So obvious she's part of a satanic bloodline for the CIA. Hey, look, all right, all these people out there, strange people doing weird stuff. Let's remember, they burned all the MK Ultra documents. All right? That's what I'm here on this podcast to remind you about that. Okay, I'm not just doing this podcast so you can know what it's like to have ADD and schizophrenia at the same time. Okay, I'm here to tell you that they burned the documents and we do not know half the shit they did. Okay, what we do know, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Okay, I'm sure Erica Kirk is MK Ultra'd to fuck. I'm sure Charlie was too. That's why he didn't wear a bulletproof vest that day. Okay, it's obvious. All right, it's obvious. Government fucking with us. I'm obviously a victim. Okay. All right, they burned all the documents. We don't know what they're doing. Whatever they were doing, we know they were doing a lot of it. All right, maybe it wasn't even MK Ultra. Maybe it was another program. But I know for sure that they're in the education. They're breeding kids, growing kids up, training the kids, drugging the kids. I swear, I look at Erica Kirk half the time. She looks fucked up, like she's on some kind of new nootropic. All right, we're doing all that shit. We're doing all the bad shit. Okay, we brought the good occultist Nazis to America. Japanese, they gave us a lot of research. And the CIA, they went to town. All right, they went to town. And we are living in a weird, weird world because of it. Yeah, man, they went to town, but it was a Western town, and high noon's coming. High noon's coming. I'll say it again. Obviously, if we have guys like me wearing red glasses, talking about that shit, talking about this insane nonsense, obviously, they went way too far trying to control us. Okay, we were chilling. I was chilling. I just wanted to write puns. That's all I really want to do. Okay, they had us. They had us right where they had us, and it was cool. But they wanted to find out. They wanted to, worship their evil demon, evil crazy demons. They wanted to commit incest all the time. All right, we wouldn't let them commit incest, so now we're here. We're in 2026, and the people, we have been left to run this shit. I mean, just fucking these deformed creatures. These deformed creatures, and here we are living in the fucking coincidence. Everything's so similar. Everything's so indecipherable and illogical. Obviously downright criminal. And this shit goes on, and no idea where to go. No idea. No clue. No chance to talk to people. Just get the vibe. Get the vibe, see if you want to hang out. All right. Yeah. This is the end of the pod, by the way. All right, feel free to fuck off. I'm obviously I need to lament for a minute. It's 2 in the morning, Sunday. Okay, I am obviously just out of control. Going crazy over here. I mean, it is so fucked up. It is so fucked up out there. What hope? What hope? I do think there's hope. I want to do some man on the street stuff again. Honestly, it's what I'm good at. I do have a couple 100 hours of man on the street work in, and supposedly I put some stuff up online in 2017 and 2019, 2022 on some YouTube channel I can't even find anymore. I have about 15, 16 hours of man on the street content out there, and I got to do it again. I got to talk to these people because I am lost here in the studio apartment. All right, I'm trying to have fun, but whoa. I think I'm gonna have to have people sign some legal affidavits promising that they're not fucking Satanist oligarchical pedophiles. Have people sign contracts. Hey, never do this. At least the financial crime stuff, right? Gosh. Yeah, I have a body camera. Probably gonna do it that way. I am talking about it. I gotta give myself some hope. Yeah. Talking about it. Yeah, talking about it. I feel like I gotta. Supposedly. Okay. Again, hey, thanks for listening. It was over a long time ago, and you could tell. Okay. Like it. Subscribe to it. Do your comment on it. All right. There was some minute you liked. Think about that one. I'll clip it up. Tell me the minute to clip up. I'll do it for you. All right. Yeah, and again, hey, March 27th, big show, big day in Silver Lake, okay? It's a great show with all the comics you should fucking go. All right, I'll do a tiny set, just a little bit. I'll definitely be the worst. You don't even have to worry about it. You'll get a good show regardless of my performance, okay? But I'll still be there, fighting the good fight, doing what everybody needs me to. All right, well, hey, good luck. Good luck trying not to get caught up in a mass shooting arranged by Iran, huh?